Hello, everybody! Coming to you from Pelican headquarters in Flagami, Miami, Florida. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday, and hopefully you are all hunkered down like I am. And I hope you all were able to find the toilet paper. Those are like the priorities these days, right? And and let's chat for a little bit here since we cannot have a real meetup, at least not for the time being. Maybe we can have some of these virtual meetups, which could be fun too. And that's what everybody seems to be doing, like YouTube collabs and that kind of thing. And probably later tonight I'm gonna be on Papa Drew's channel as well. And Dylan is here, and the Goombas, and James Cunnett, and John P, and Trudy Lapinskis, and Tammy McDowell, and IR10031 1981, and CLT Papa Drew in the house, Lucky Dogs Productions moderator, and Mr. Dis Traveler. Hola, Mr. Dis Traveler. Are you learning Spanish now? That would be cool. And 200 already. 200 already, and Trump is talking on the other channel, which is like, amazing for me. From Montreal, Canada, Martin Kerr. I can't wait to go back to Montreal, man. One of these days. And 238 going up fast. And H&M Venture. Hola, Robert. Stay safe out there. You too. And hopefully we can see each other at some point. Hello, Trund, Chief Pelican Head, and Brandon Stargell. Hello, good evening, and Matt's RV Reviews. Thank you so much for that first super chat. Thank you, man. And I appreciate meeting you and collaborating with you. Man, yeah, it was great. And thank you for allowing me to stay there at your place. And yeah. And... man, that it feels like ages ago, those times when we were able to travel. But you know what? We'll be able to travel again. And of course, plans are slowly changing, being postponed. And we'll see. We have Kimberly Jones from Chicago. You are helping us so much during this pandemic. I live vicariously through you. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's... smaller. I know why. Never mind. It's on my end. The shots somehow looks smaller. Professor Lewis, I finally caught you live. Woot! All right. Thank you, Professor Lewis, for being here. And this traveler no habla española. I did in high school, but that was 32 years ago. High school? Was that really 32 years ago? It was actually 30 for me. That's because I lost a year between Cuba, Spain, and then here, and then learning English. I graduated in 1990, so it would be 30 years for me. Yeah. And IR 1981, the southernmost point in Interstate 95 at 2575 latitude 80. 20 longitude, Miami, Florida, as it continues as US 1 all the way to Key West. A fun fact, I used to live less than a mile away from there way back when, back in from 1989 through 1997 in this neighborhood called The Roads here in Miami. And thank you so much, Audie Sanchez, for that super chat. Hello from Audie and Gazelle in Las Vegas. I hope you're staying well there in Las Vegas. Somebody posted a video today. They drove through the strip in Las Vegas, and half of the hotels are all the lights turned off. It's kind of interesting to I mean, not interesting, but it's almost creepy to see it that way. And Rich and Donna Roberts, thank you so much for that super chat. Love watching your travels while we're stuck in Indiana. Yeah. And Lisa, happy Friday. Glad to see you're doing well. Yes, I'm here. And Ethan Kolela, thank you so much. Oh, man. Super chat. I'm think I'm gonna see if we really made this a drinking game. Let me tell you, that wouldn't that wouldn't be possible tonight. And good evening, Robert. So happy to be here. You're one of a kind, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So thank you. And sending positive vibes from Massachusetts. Watching from my RV next to my house because I needed my RV fix. And IR, thank you so much for that super chat as well. Thank you. And Ken Diebold, thank you for that super chat. One of those YouTube traveling Robert. Thanks. And Frank Peschini, thank you for that super chat. I'm gonna lose my voice before the end of the night. Get a roll of double ply on me. Thanks. And while we do that, I was able to find this Centennial IPA from Founders. And Founders is from... I forgot where Founders is from. I know I like it. I've had it very much. I've had it many times. It's they also have one called All Day IPA. Oh, it's in Colorado. Okay. No. Brewing Company, Grand Rapids, Michigan. I knew it was from Michigan. I knew I had this when I went to Michigan. And we got Jim. Jim, I'm glad you made it back to Ohio safe. And maybe Florida will grant you an essential business because you are in the media. Local health department just granted our business that status, so we are not shut down. Well, I'm happy for you, man, because just try not to get this bug out there because... Red Jaguar 100 Travels, hello there. And I'm trying to see the colorful tweets here. Not tweets, chats. And Carmel M, thank you so much for that super chat. My husband and I are new to RV and shopping for our first RV. Thank you for your great videos. No, thank you for watching. You're very welcome. Everybody, cheers. And hold on, I have a text message from... Oh, apparently I missed a super chat. Let's correct that real quick. Oh, Stephen Mig, sorry I missed your super chat. Thank you so much for that super chat. K and I, new members from California. Love your videos. Thank you so much. Did I miss anything else? You know, sometimes lately the chat goes so fast that if I look away for a second, it's like... eventually I'm going to have to get me a chat moderator. That, you know, I know some people have like... somebody who like screens the chat. I don't think we need to do that yet. But in any case, Randy L, thank you so much for that super chat. Hello, Robert. Enjoy your videos. Have you ever tried Full Sail AL from Oregon, Hood River? I think I did. When I went, and you guys are gonna watch that video on Sunday. The Columbia River Gorge. And sounds very familiar. I know I stayed at Hood River. I stayed at the Walmart in Hood River one night, and I went to a brewery across the Columbia River in White Salmon. John and Mary, by the way, if you guys are watching the live stream, thank you so much. They invited me to the brewery. Kimberly Jones Zeskali, my husband Rob, thank you so much for that super chat. My husband Rob is having virtual drink with you. He says you should try Half Acre Daisy Cutter IPA the next time you're in Chicago. And definitely I want to go back to Chicago, have a nice deep dish pizza, and I'm gonna, let me copy and paste that because otherwise... you know, as slippery as my mind is, it's gonna slip my mind. And Robert Hubbard, thank you so much for that super chat from Brunswick, Georgia. Say hi to my grandbaby Ava. Hey, Ava! Ava! Ava. And hello. Oh, man. And Debbie Newell, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. My husband Mark and I love following your adventures. We live in South Florida also, and we're looking forward when we can go camping again. Stay safe. And I was saying, someone was saying earlier that they were watching me from their RV, getting their camping fix. And yesterday afternoon, Ili and I, she finished work, and we were like, what to do, and we went outside. Luckily I have the new trailer out there, and we just opened a bottle of California Brut, and I took out the camping chairs, turned on the awning lights, and we just watched the sunset from our yard there, and and reminiscing and hoping for the day we can once again travel. Ethan Stein, hello Robert, are you a Miami Marlins fan? Only when they're winning, and it hasn't happened all that often. Eduardo Soto, hola traveling Robert, been watching you since 10K, can't believe you passed 100,000, so proud, keep up the great videos, and thank you so much, thank you for being watching for so long. We probably passed 10K sometime in 2015. I think Professor Lewis, thank you so much for that super chat. The first time I saw your video, I was thinking, no way, this is really over 3 hours. And then I sat there watching for 3 hours and was amazed. And one of these days, I'm going to start doing those 3-hour videos again. But I'm just, back in the day when I did most of those 3-hour videos, I didn't do weekly regular videos. Either that or my weeklies were shorter, and right now I'm doing 40-minute weeklies, and I really don't really have much time to assemble those long ones. But I'm going to do that. I mean, if God knows, if we cannot travel for the rest of the year, I'm gonna have time to do that. But I'm hoping that's not gonna be the case. Ranger Bat 275, thank you so much for that super chat. How many miles do you have on the Colorado now? Cheers, everybody. And after the recent Indiana trip, well, not so recent, but recent, 46, something like that. I have to do an oil change, and we'll see. Okay, this traveler is answering to Dylan. I haven't seen Dylan's messages. It's been one of those days, right? The super chat. 447 of you watching. Thank you so much. And Jim says we got home Tuesday night. It took 8 days for the 20-hour drive while camping may be restricted at state campground. So many trails were open. Took 3 days. I just got an email from Thousand Trails because I have a reservation with Thousand Trails, and they canceled it too. Everything in May is canceled, obviously, and everything is closed, and probably with good reason, but we'll see. Bill Sharp, do you have a tire pressure monitors on Mini Tini 2? Before I put Mini Tini 1 in the hallway there, I removed the sensors, so I put them in Mini Tini 2. So I'm using the same tire pressure monitor that I had in Mini Tini 1, and we'll see if these travels with Mini Tini 2 go well, and who knows, maybe in the fall I might put up a Mini Tini 1 for sale. I don't know. I kind of have, it kind of has a sentimental value, but yeah. Dylan Reynolds, hi Robert, are you moving your Alaska trip to the winter? No, definitely not the winter. That will be way too cold. But I'm gonna hold out as late in the season as possible. The latest I can depart and make it to Fairbanks by June 20th would be like June 1st. And I don't know. I'm the optimist in me thinks that by June 1st this may be over or almost over. But otherwise, we'll move it to 2021. Larsinen, hello there. Just dropping by to say hello. Stay safe, Robert, and greetings from Finland. Yes, the great land of Suomi, and hopefully I'll visit again. Kevin Bentley, thank you so much for that super chat. The Kansas City plans changing? If so, when we can? Definitely Kansas City plans changing. I doubt. I mean, unless tomorrow that curve that they're showing on TV goes like all the way back down, and by the end of the month we are like almost all clear, which seems unlikely. Um, it's everything is postponed indefinitely until we can, and we'll make it work at some other time. And if I cannot make it to Alaska, I'm already thinking of a plan B, doing like maybe the northern state parks or something like that. Laura Bristow, thank you so much for that. No, not Super Chef, for becoming a Chief Pelican Head. I have to come up with a Pelican Head song, like Chief Pelican Head or something like that. Man, this is a good IPA, by the way. No affiliation or anything like that, or they're not paying me that mainly. Aaron Romano, hi Robertico, are we going to hear Driving to the East on this Sunday's episode? Yes, you are. Just a little bit. Jim, hearing that the state's living campgrounds open, state or private, you must reserve for a month, not nightly or weekend trips allowed. I think they know that they had to take care of full timers, and I think that's what's happening. And what I hear in the Thousand Trails, because they sent me an email, and they canceled everybody's reservations. But if you're already staying at 1,000 Trails, they say just to call the office to ask for an extension. And I'm sure that if you're a full timer and you have nowhere else to go, I'm sure they're gonna let you stay. This traveler, I gotta run. Take care. I will see Traveling Robert later tonight. All right, this. See you later, Traveling Buckeyes. Hello there. And Dylan Reynolds, Robert, should you move your Alaska trip to the winter? No, as I said, it's if I cannot leave by at the latest May 30, 31st to June 1st, we're gonna do it in 2021 next year. I would love to go to winter in Alaska, but RVing in the winter in Alaska shouldn't be fun. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And Robert, what aviation aircrafts do you like? I'm partial to the Boeing 747. I've only flown it once that I remember, but yeah. What's gonna be on the next episode on Road Nomad? Well, Road Nomad has been dead for some years now. So, what mods are you doing during this downtime? Well, Mini Teeny 2. Let me tell you, tomorrow I'm gonna do most of the mods. I'm putting a mirror in the bathroom door. I'm putting some command hooks. I'm putting this thing that I had in Mini Teeny 1 that it was by the refrigerator. It was this thing that went like that, and you could. It's like a hanger, so we can hang stuff since we don't really have a proper. We kind of do, but we're gonna use it for something else, a proper wardrobe closet. And I'm adding all kinds of little things, like a better shower head. I'm gonna go with Oxygenics after all, and that kind of thing. Traveling Salvation. Hey Robert, we are going to take our stimulus check and buy toilet paper stock using Driving to the West. And the Lost RVers, our friends from California. Thank you for that super chat. Quartzsite 2021 January meetup, Robert. Maybe, likely, very likely. And Dugo de Canana. What does that mean? Dugo de Canana? From Arthur Ferrari. And I think campgrounds shouldn't be open because having an RV is a form of social distancing, providing everybody stays inside. Yeah. Those IPAs good. From Pamela Fraser. I like them. Alessandro Rocha, great choice. The 747 is such a beautiful airport plane. I really like it, and when I flew it, it's kind of comfortable. As far as much as a plane can be comfortable. Hey, Traveling Robert, did you get your spice rack too? I did order it. Amazon. Some things are coming quickly. Some things are taking. Some of the stuff says that it's gonna arrive in mid-April. So we'll see. But yeah. Lisa Lane from Tennessee. Did you move the stickers from Mini Teeny 1 to Mini Teeny 2? Nah, that's not gonna be possible. In fact, Mini Teeny 2, I'm not gonna put any stickers except my own. By the way, let me show you guys. I got this. I think it looks great. They did charge me a little extra to fix something, but they carstickers.com, they did a great job. because they made it kind of like a drawing, like a. Let me remove the chat here real quick, so I can show you guys. This is what's going in the back of Mini Teeny 2, right here. And if you can see like my face, you know, like the truck, they made it look almost like a drawing and not a. And of course, it has Mini Teeny 2, the new Micro Mini. This is what I'm gonna put in the back of Mini Teeny 2. I asked Winnebago if I was, allowed to do it, because I said it's a loaner after all. But they say yes, and since they could always get a heat gun and remove it if I have to return it at some point. Mary Callan, we are still on for my trip in August. I don't think I'm hopeful for June. Yeah, June does not look good. Let's just put it that way. But who knows? Who knows? I'm optimist, okay? I'm still like the eternal optimist when it comes to these things. Paul Ganelli, what kind of drone do you have, and did you decide on that model? I have the DJI Mavic Pro, which at the time was the first, it was the second foldable drone. And that was the main reason I got it, because first I had the DJI Phantom, and the DJI Phantom is great, but it's big. It's kind of hard to carry, to different places. And I almost bought the GoPro Karma, which was the first foldable drone. And then like 2 weeks later, the DJI Mavic Pro came out. And of course, GoPro stock went down like 20% on that same day. And I'm not talking to you, Google. And in any case, that was the decision. Hope your mom is staying safe and well. Yes, I went to visit this morning. In fact, she let me borrow some of her toilet paper, because I couldn't find any toilet paper this morning here in Miami. Marco Di Marcello, heading to Grand Canyon this summer from New Jersey. Hope to get there. You inspired us. My family says hello, Jersey baby. And if I don't get to go to Alaska, I might be actually. Minitini Mark II would be I just saw that a good name for it too. So happy you! Thank you, Azura. Can't wait for Sunday's video. Yeah, Sunday's video is gonna be cool. And the patrons already saw it, and the subscribers to the newsletter, the patrons and the members saw it, and the subscribers to the newsletter, because Michael, okay, Kevin Bentley. It's good. I think your videos are a few months behind. Yours are the only ones not searching for toilet paper, walking around the empty park, some vlog. Your channel should take off even more. And I was kind of nervous about being so far behind on my videos, but now it's like a blessing in a sense, because I still have like two, even I could stretch it to 3 months of content without having to travel. Michael Sullivan, I removed all Nomad stickers from my Class C fridge. I like the idea of putting them on the inside of an outside storage box. Yeah, I think so. I agree, Jim. Going fishing, RVing. Robert, have you run out of toilet paper yet? I'm running low, but I went to my mom's and she had some extra ones. Actually, we went to the Publix together last week, and we each got it's 2 per person, so we each got 2 toilet papers and 2 paper towels, and she had mine, so yeah. Andy Barley, hey Robert, how was that campground that's south of the border for a 1 overnight stay? It's fine, it's adequate. There's nothing, there's no amenities, but it's fine. It's okay. And the place is so tourist trappy that it's even fun. Like that south of the border, there's nothing there like authentic in a way. It's even the faux Mexican motif and the restaurant has even like Mexican food, but they have like a Mexican side and a southern side of the menu. And I went for the southern side of the menu, because if I'm in South Carolina, in South Carolina, I'd rather have, it's not like I'm in Mexico. You know what I mean? Am I making any sense? Oh, put the chat back. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the chat back. Sorry. Hi, Robert. Hope one day you can travel in Cuba in an RV. If Cuba lets me in with my American passport, I'll be going there. And they even have an RV rental company these days. So, yeah. Tyron Wicks, we saw Sunday's video and can't wait to see it again Sunday. All right. Thank you, Tyron, for being a member and a patron and an executive producer at that. So, I think it's gonna be a good video. At the beginning, I was like, it's one of those videos that took me a while to edit. It's not like Idaho. Idaho is editing itself. But at the beginning, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Maybe because I hadn't edited a video in about a week. I don't know. American RV Traveler, the Costco's in Central Florida had toilet paper. Perhaps stores in your area will have some. I guess you have to time it at the time when the truck comes. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's a mystery why we're out of toilet paper. Hey, I offered to get you the bidet when we were down there. I just saw down the road from your house. Yeah, I remember that, Jim. And I will manage. We'll still have some. Otherwise, in the countryside in Cuba, they used to use banana leaves. So I'll just look for a banana plant somewhere around here. And never mind. Our epic RV adventure south of the border is a different experience for sure. Definitely interesting place. And I even went to that big tower that looks like a sombrero. And that was I did that once many years ago, actually, on the trip to New York, I think it is. Minor league system is a number 4 in the whole league, and we did a lot of trades of this season. Hey, Joanne Ridgway. Hi, Joe. How are ya? And JLO. Hey, amigo. Hi there. I mean, this is going fast. Tina J, we really like the tour of Minitini too. Maria and Anna say hi. Hi, Maria and Anna. And I'm gonna give you a second tour coming up. I started filming it about some of the upgrades that I'm doing and all that. Andy Barley, hey Robert, sorry I lost you for a minute. Did you answer my question about the south of the border campground? Good for one night. And as I said, it's all right. It's not like a place that I would go out of my way to stay there. But if you're traveling on I-95 and you need it's nice, it's all right. It's good. And south of the border is an experience that you have to do at least once, right? Oh man. This chat is going too fast. I don't know which message to read. Do you think you'll eventually move to a Class B type rig? I'm thinking B plus, or it's like a C without the big mogollon, the big cab over thing in the front. That's what I want. I want a wide body. I want a large holding tanks, even if it's not as off-road worthy. But yeah, it's all about comfort, right? Otherwise, I would keep a tent. But I mean, Class B's are nice, but there are, especially the Sprinter vans. They're kind of narrow and cramped inside, and the holding tanks are very small. That's why I'm thinking B plus. But absolutely, I would love to have something like if you guys saw my Finland videos, something like that, just maybe a little shorter. I'm Frederick Bonilla. Thank you so much for becoming a Chief Pelican Head. Is that a better song? Maybe. Hey. Oh, Lucky Dog. This chat is going so fast today. It's kind of and I'm only seeing like the funny colors and the different colors and the at Traveling Roberts. Those are the ones that I see the most. But London Stein, do you think you are prepared for the virus? I mean, nobody is really prepared for the virus. And if it is any consolation, 95% of the cases are mild. It's only 5% that are really struggling, in in respirators and that kind of thing. So I'm not super worried about it, but there's no way to be truly prepared. I mean, you just have to do the social distancing and only go out whenever it's absolutely necessary. And I'm trying to go out like once a week, to the supermarket and do a couple of errands, and that's it. Um, Gone fishing RV, you need to start fishing spots along your travels. I've never been a fishing person, but I would love to try it once or twice at some point. Hey, William Irizarry, hello there. I saw your message today. Sometimes I miss it, but coming to Kansas City by Topeka, Kansas, definitely that was part of the plan, the Alaska plan. Now that plan maybe is gonna change. And we'll see what happens. Bonnie Bonham, hi Robert. We came home to Canada 2 weeks early. Had a fantastic winter in our RV at Destiny in Goodyear, Arizona. Hope we can come back next year. I was in Destiny. Yes, that was Destiny RV Resort, and I thought it was good. I had a nice pool, and CLT. Can you sing us Driving to the West, into the sunset, driving to the west? And Earl Woolit, thank you so much for that super chat. Hi from Earl and Kathy from Minnesota. And I was gonna go back to Minnesota as part of my Alaska trip. And if let's say I'm only able to live like in August or July, let's say for example. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to do like a trip through the Midwest, and then go west through North Dakota and do some of and it may be a blessing in disguise. Maybe I can actually do Glacier National Park like in all its glory, because with this current plan, Glacier was gonna be like half closed still. So. Aaron Romano, what's the highest super chat you ever gotten? Well, this I think it was on the. One of the highest, actually, it was someone once gave me like $600 or something like that, and a gentleman also. It was when I was in Las Vegas. Gave me a bunch. I don't remember exactly how much it was for me to stay at the Bellagio, which I didn't, but I spent the money wisely. The Lost RVers will be in Quartz. I hope to meet you. All right, Alan Chitwood, and yeah, definitely. The winter plans are still in place unless. The pandemic goes on forever. The winter plans are still in place. Sal Arena, thank you so much for that super chat. Robert, my wife Kathy wants to know what kind of work you did before doing this great job on your videos. Well, for many years, and this was the thing, I went to college for TV production and all that, and I started working at TV stations, but I got comfortable, and I never actually worked in production. I was working at commercial operations, office job, communicating with different offices around, mainly South America. I worked for South American TV, for American Spanish TV networks, and I did that for many years. It wasn't a bad job, but it wasn't fulfilling, my creative side, so. That's why 2.5 years ago I decided to go full time on YouTube, and man, it's finally paying off. Thanks to all you guys, really. And the Goombas, thank you so much for that super chat. Cheers and happy Friday, Robert, and all the Pelican heads. The salted rim is waxed in storage. And in storage, well, yeah. And I'm gonna do an RV wash on Mini Teeny 2 tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna buy a cover for Mini Teeny 1. Do you guys have any experience with those? Is it better than not having anything at all? Or and peanut beer sounds like awesome. Hello from the Northeast, and Azura. Did you visit Crater Lake on the way back? No, I did not. But if Alaska falls through, and even if it doesn't, I'm thinking Crater Lake is gonna be one of the places where I want to go. And Brenda Wiseman, hey Robert from Allen and Brenda from Canada. 533 of you watching. That's mind-boggling. HD Lowrider, a great job on outlining your routes before the video. Very informative and helpful for future trips. Yeah, and for a while, if you recall, I got kind of lazy making the map because it is time-consuming. But it kind of adds to the video, so definitely I'm gonna keep doing the maps, and I've gotten better at it, and when the more you do it, the quicker you get to do it. William Irizarry, hey Robert and all the Pelican heads, Sufura, Barat Ali, hello there. American RV Traveler, are you a member of Thousand Trail? Can't find it around here, so we have to come visit you, get some more. No, I jumped the message. Thousand Trails, two full-time YouTube RV bloggers are staying in Orlando area till this stay home ends. I was for a year, and I've stayed at Thousand Trails without being a member. That the thing is, when I travel, it's so much sometimes serendipitous, of the seat of my pants kind of thing, that I don't know. Maybe in the future, when I decide to stay longer at different places, maybe I'll get a Thousand Trails membership because it does save a lot of money. Our epic RV adventures at Lucky Dog Productions, moderator. So you guys are talking about among yourself. But there, Lucky Dog Productions. I said hello to moderator, but not to Lucky Dog, right? I can't stay in the house much longer. No beer now. It's getting bad. Publix has beer. Beer hasn't run out. Thank goodness. And Tyrone Wicks, we've been to Cedar Point, but maybe we can do Cleveland area meetup if Alaska happens. Definitely. I do not have Cleveland as part of the plan, but the plan is not to have a plan at this moment. Best Class B Plus I've seen so far is a travel leisure van Unity. I like the Unities a lot, by the way. I like leisure travel vans. And did I miss any super chats? Because I see 2 here. Okay, no. So Ethan Colella, thank you so much for that super chat. Atco RV covers are very nice, quality product. I'm gonna check them out. And Ling Flory, thank you so much for that super chat. Actually, Atco RV covers. I'm gonna check that out because RV covers. I'm setting up. I'm opening a new tab here because Nomadic Fanatic was talking about carcovers.com or something like that. That he got one for his motorcycle, and he said that they made RV covers as well. But I don't know. I have no experience with this kind of thing, so I'm gonna check Adco. Thank you. Andy Barley, I have a Forest River R-Pod. I bought a cover and I think it's well worth it. They make one especially for the Micro Minnie 1708. It's about $280, but it's a good deal. And if it fits the 1708, it'll probably fit the 1706, which is the one that I want to cover, the one that I'm going to leave here in storage for a whole year. So, Lucky Dog Productions moderator, you should do a special quarantine son, like I'm waiting in my RV. Yeah. That might work. That could work. Leon Calderon, classic covers are highly recommended. Mine ripped 2 years and they replaced it for free, including free shipping. Very fast, easy, great. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. And Perro Diablo 57. Thank you so much for that super chat. Hi Robert from Tom and Lara in Grand Prairie, Texas. What is Quartzite? A flea market or an RV show? Both and neither. Actually, the best part of Quartzite is meeting fellow nomads, RVers, because the town it's nice, but it's nothing to write home about. It's just that the surrounding area is all BLM land or LTVA, which is long-term visitors area, and you can boondock for 14 days for free or stay at the LTVA, which is very inexpensive, and it's just the experience of having all these tens, or I don't know if it's even hundreds of thousands of rigs boondocking in the same place. Jonathan Smith, thank you so much for that super chat. Please sing Jamie Cook is a Potato Man. I don't know that one, but I'm thinking of doing a concert and a virtual concert one of these days. I'm gonna set up my other keyboard, the one that because this one wouldn't be good for that, and then we'll see. All right, Sal Arena. Dylan Reynolds sing London Pride. The thing with London Pride, it doesn't have lyrics, but it's like James Conant. Robert, if you are closing up Minnie, make sure to put Riddex inside so you don't get up with mildew. I put two of them actually. Not Riddex, the Damprid. I don't know if it's a similar product, if it is the same thing, but yeah. American RV Traveler, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. And D Hawks, like your Bahia Honda shirt. My dad lives a couple of islands over in Ramrod Key. You should go to the Boondocks sometime. I did go to Boondocks once and I liked it. They have these cheese balls, like cheese potato balls that are like amazing. Try Custer State Park in South Dakota from Marco Di Marcello. If Alaska doesn't work out, it should be a national park. Beautiful, good location to see the Badlands, Rushmore, Crazy Horse. I did visit the area, but I was kind of in a rush, so all I saw was Mount Rushmore. That what's it called? The drugstore, Wall Drugstore, which it's disappointing, and then Badlands, which I just drove through it. I went through that area very much in a rush because that's what happens when you have somewhere to be. Like I had to be in Hershey, Pennsylvania at a certain date for the RV show, and I only did one big national park, and that was like Grand Teton and Yellowstone, and but yeah, definitely gonna go back to that area. Papa Drew, the best part of Quartzsite is the people getting to sit around the campfire, just talk, to get to know them, and a truly special time. I do agree. And super chat, Octavio Hernandez, thank you so much for that super chat. Hello, Robert. My wife and I are enjoying happy hour, watching you from our motorhome next to our house in Miami, quarantining from our kids. That's always good. Cheers. Hi Robert, should me and your moderators come on the stream to say hi to everybody in Whereby? Maybe I should do Whereby, but the only thing Whereby I want it to be like only one person for a like a limited time, and then get another person. If you guys want to do that, let me know, and I could open the Whereby. I have to set a couple of things up here, but I could do it, and then we can have like Papa Drew. Okay, I already read that one. Why not rent out Minnie for the year? I don't know. Question: if we are not allowed to travel for the foreseeable future, will Winnebago extend the loan for Minnie Teeny 2? We haven't spoken about that. I had a conference with marketing, because we hadn't really talked. I spoke to Cassie in Indiana, in what's it called, in Middlebury, Indiana, where they are located, the Winnebago Towables. But I wanted to talk to Denise. She's the marketing person in Forest City, Iowa. The main home office, and we didn't speak about that. We talked about other things that we were gonna do. I'm gonna do a couple of videos for them. I'm gonna go to a couple of RV shows and rallies with them, and that kind of thing. Christopher Olson, thanks for tonight. Stay safe wherever you are. Yes, and I'm here quarantining in my man cave slash studio in Miami, Florida. Manny Allegretta, thank you so much for that. That super chat, and happy Friday to you. And Alan Shitwood. Robert, I share. Thank you, by the way, for so much for that super chat. Robert, I share some sad news. Winnebago RV Towables just informed me that they have to shut down production as I was about to get my MM20. I'm sorry about that, but if it's any consolation, this will pass and they will reopen and probably be better than ever, because everybody's gonna be having so much that itch to hitch that I have right now. That but yeah, actually, when I was there in Indiana a couple of weeks ago, I spoke to them when I went to pick up Micro Minnie, and they were already concerned that they might have to shut down. I spoke to the general manager there, and we had a nice meetup. It was great to meet all of them, and the guys who designed the Micro Mini, and unfortunately I wasn't able to tour the plant because of all these things. But yeah. And Kimberly Rawlings, hi Robert, love your music and your voice and cooking. Been watching and enjoying your cafe music videos as well. Would love a virtual Robert RV concert. Cheers, thank you. And that's what I want to do. I probably let me preface by saying I probably do it in my other channel. By the way, going places. Hello Zimbabwe. And do you have any kayaking videos, Lisa? I did some kayaking in John Pennekamp State Park in the Keys. So look out for that one. And I did some kayaking too someplace else. Oh, in the down in Key West, near Key West, in Sugarloaf KOA. CLT, glad you were able to grab Minitini too when you did. And let me tell you, because I had a hashtag hitch to hitch would be a good thing to. I was like, things that were already starting to get funny, and it was like no, not funny, like worrisome. And I called the Winnebago. I sent him an email. What's the soonest you can have that Minitini for me? That Micro Mini, because I'd rather have it now than having to wait till September. So, of course, what's good is to have it now if I can't travel. But yeah. When you have been too long between trailers, you can get riding in my RV off your head. Yeah, right? Mark, I'm getting the sniffles. I hope it's not the sniffles. No, that this thing doesn't. It's probably allergies. Enjoy your video on your new Minitini from Mark H. Looks great. Looks like a major suspension with those tires adjustable high too. Yeah, it seems nice. It's gonna. Let me tell you, at the beginning I thought like, this thing is it's new, that I'm so used to my old Micro Mini, and I did all these improvements, but let me tell you, it's new, and this thing is nice, and I like the colors inside. There are certain things that I'm gonna have to adapt to, like that garbage can that I had on the cabinet under the sink. In the new sink, that door is a lot narrower, so it doesn't fit anymore. So I'm gonna have to look for a new place for the garbage can. There's certain adaptation that has to happen, but for the most part. Angela H, hello there. Hi Robert, I'm a new subscriber, Patreon member. I'm having so much fun looking at all your old videos. Great way to pass this stay-at-home time. Well, thank you so much for that, and I hope you enjoy those older videos. And PH from the UK, doesn't look like we'll be able to do our West Coast tour this year. Let's hope we can rebook for next year. Keep safe. Yeah, man. All fun is postponed for now. Thank you, CLT, for being like the virtual ticker here in the chat. And my merch. By the way, how do you guys like the new T-shirt that I designed? I posted it on the group. William Rizarri, you haven't forgotten the conversation we had about renegotiating the contract for Minitini 2. I have to speak to them at some point. We'll see. I mean, it's don't sneeze. People were scattered like cockroaches. Yeah. No, I won't sneeze. Hi, Traveling Robert. I want to do Whereby tonight. All right, let's do Whereby. Dylan in a little bit here. And Jamie Cook, Robert, you have a nice studio. Thank you. And yeah, it's it's my and when I bought the house, this is one of the things that I wanted to have when we bought this house back in 2005. I wanted to have an extra room to have my studio, and for a while it was kind of like a little bit of a business. But it never made any real money. I just had a couple of clients that I worked for that I recorded. I have a recording room here on the other side too, but I just love having this space here sometimes, and now I modified it, and I'm thinking of putting like a green screen back there at some point, just to modify it to like more like a TV studio more than a music recording studio. And thank you, Brandon Stargell, for ordering the shirt, and I have also for children, William Irizarry, how does the rig fit under the roof overhang? My house doesn't have much of an overhang on that side, so it's fine. 25,006. Not anymore. I'm sorry. Yeah, all travel is canceled, right? Stay well, Robert. Thank you. I'm trying to take care of myself because not only because I'm afraid, of course, of getting sick, but I'm more afraid of ending up in a hospital right now. It's like things are crazy, and it's one of those things, right? Derek Whitworth, please give us a tour of your studio. Well, right now it's a little bit of a mess, but it's basically just this big room here. Let me see if I can move the camera a little bit here. Over there I have my turntable with some records, and back here, that's the house, the bathroom, and here's that's a kind of dirty glass, and that's which I should clean actually. It's not that dirty. It's just the light. And back there, I have like a more isolated room that it's meant to it's not entirely soundproof, but it's soundproof enough that I can record good. Endless RV, good luck with your new Winnie. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. And Joe Van, thank you so much for that super chat. Hi Robert, sorry I'm late. I was outside working on my RV. Well, that's important. Working on our RVs, dreaming of taking them out at some point. Oh man, would you play some music during the chat sometime? Yeah, definitely. I usually do it at the end. And this piano, unfortunately, is not. This is just. Oh, by the way, this is. Do you think this is a good deal? A Chevrolet wants to give me an oil change for $49.95 with Dexos full synthetic oil and tire rotation. Let me put this back here. By the way, that Chevy dealer near my house, not the best. Makes a better Pelican headquarters. Great job, thank you. Yes, and I'm gonna improve the lighting here. Like I have this ceiling fan that I never use, that I'm gonna remove it and put like a light, like a dimmable light, so I can control the lighting in here a little better. But yeah, Tina J, your merchandise will be the best gift for my husband. Greg's Father's Day. What would you suggest? Oh, get him a new t-shirt with the new Micro Minnie. Lynn Flory, thank you so much for that super chat. Retirement, please wish Sharon a happy retirement. Sharon, happy retirement. Be well. And I just heard a noise coming from this computer. William Rizarri, not a bad deal. Okay, I might forgive them and take the truck there. All right, let's see this whereby thingy. I'm gonna see what we can do. And we have Dylan Reynolds with no audio and no. This is the thing. Whereby is meant to be used with video. And let me go back to the. And I cannot leave it on all the time because it really takes a toll on my computer here. Like everything will start slowing down because this is an old Mac. That's one of the things that I might give myself as a present soon here, and that would be a or maybe I'll transfer the whereby to the PC. But this is the thing that this Mac is kind of old, and if I have whereby all the time on, it kind of slows everything down. It's weird. Angela H, thank you so much for that super chat. What other trucks did you look before the Colorado? I was looking at the Toyota Tacoma. I was kind of trying to wait for the Ford Ranger, which wasn't out yet. And I did look at the one that CLT has, a Dodge Ram. I drove a few of them. A few of you guys, I know that so someone came with the Toyota Tacoma. I drove a Tacoma. I drove a CLT's Dodge Ram, and I was thinking of an F-150, that kind of thing. Marsan Worldwide, thank you so much for that super chat. Being a subscriber since 2017, your travels are a reminder to savor the sweetness of life. That there's more good in the world than bad, and together we will get through this. God bless. Thank you so much, Marsan. And definitely, there's more good than bad, and the main way you realize that is by traveling, because let me tell you, at the beginning. I lost my train of thought. At the beginning, sometimes I was afraid to travel to certain places because I had heard that certain places, whatever, that people wouldn't be friendly and that kind of thing. And in my experience, it's fine. It's fine everywhere for the most part. All right, Brandon Stargell, and got toilet paper and beer. I'm ready. Manny Alegrera. Yeah, I'm running out of beer, but I have another one there. Hey, Johnny C. Just went out to my trailer, opened it up, made me sick looking inside. Can't even take it camping. I think this year it's done. No camping. When are you coming out with new songs? I have one here in my head. I might release it for the Yellowstone video. It's here in my little old noodle, and. Oh gosh, don't get a Toyota. I don't know. They seem to run forever, man. I'm thinking. Actually, my dream machine is a Toyota Land Cruiser, but so much money. You made a great choice. Thank you. No, the Colorado is fine. I just don't like the as I said before, so many electronics in there that are just not the best implementation. And for that very reason, unless Chevrolet gets rid of that OnStar and some of that stuff that they're doing with the electronics, I don't think I'm going to buy another Chevrolet, to be honest. There's certain things that a car should do that that a car shouldn't do that this Chevy does. And any case, rant over. J-Lo, aloha Robert, we're just watching your Alaska trip, I guess, from 2010. That Ford SUV looked like it had a cracked windshield. LOL. Video was incredible. Aloha. Yeah, a lot of trucks, a lot of cars in Alaska, they get those cracked windshields, especially on the Dalton Highway. So yeah. Hard to make videos because of well, I'm so behind on my videos that I still have so many. Alan shit with V8 power is the way to go. Definitely, I want a V8. My next truck is gonna be V8. I don't know what it's gonna be, but yeah, definitely. Just in case I need, the extra power and nothing. A friend of mine actually a couple of months ago let me drive a Lexus SUV V8 because he said that's what I should get. And that thing, is amazing. I know I had but switching to a Silverado was the best decision I made. Yeah, and Rebecca Hernandez, I want something that is good for off-road, definitely. So we'll see. Tracy Channel, you need 4x4 for more BLM stays. Actually, this 2x4, I put through some pretty bad roads and it performed well. But yeah, 4x4 would be nice, especially if I want to camp at the beach. Actually stumbled across Robert's videos when I was searching from Brando Stargell. I was searching for towing reviews for a Chevy Colorado. I have a 2015 Toyota Tacoma, and it does a good job towing my camper. What do you think of inverter 2000 power? Well, that's what Winnebago put on the new Micro Mini, and and it runs the microwave. CLT RAM saved my life. Yeah, I know I like the RAMs. I didn't like the design originally, but it's starting to grow me, and I might get a RAM next time, actually. And Red Jaguar Travels. Nothing beats a. I guess you mean 8 V8, not asterisk V8 to me. And yeah, and actually my first car was a V8, and I haven't had a V8 since. My first car was an Oldsmobile 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, and it had a very small, I think it was a 260 V8, and that thing was nice. Narjurukul. Rukul? Enjoy it. Thank you so much for that super chat. Enjoy an IPA on me. Love your channel. Do you have a traveling Robert magnet? Maybe I should. Maybe I will at some point. I wonder if these people. I'm gonna find out if the two vendors that I use, if they make magnets. If that's something you guys would like, I'll make those. Diana Vice, we're new fans from Lafayette, Indiana. Hello there. Haven't been there yet. And Tyrone Wicks. Who does background voices for your music? I do the background voices as well as the lead vocals. Robert, I found you when searching for Colorado. So there you go. And I mean the Colorado. It's not like I don't like it. It works fine, but as a machine, it is a fine machine. But and those electronics, man, it's annoying. Thank you, Lucky Dog. Okay, that was a rude comment. Michael started geese some people. V8 has 2 servings of vegetable per serving. There you go. Check out Lifestyle Overland from Rebecca Hernandez. They go everywhere camping in their Toyota 4Runner. I think I've seen them. They have are those the ones that have like a teardrop? And I definitely want to do some more off-roading, and that's why I was so excited to get the Minitini 2 that has the all-terrain tires, which they don't really do much for traction, obviously, but probably they can take a little more beating than a regular tire. And Rebecca Vining, thank you so much for that super chat. My boyfriend and I love watching your videos. Thank you so much. And hour 1 of our chat here is come and gone, and I'm gonna have a second beer because I have to make some jokes for Papa Drew later, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Silverado off-road package 4x4 is what I have, and yeah. Oliver Bodmer, Robert Dugail saw? I don't know. Hey Robert, maybe you should do Alaska in the fall of 2020 when you go for the 2021 West Coast road trip. The thing with fall in Alaska is fall comes really early. Like mid-August is pretty much fall in Alaska. So they have a very short summer. So my idea was to be there from like June 20th through July 20th, be like a month, and stay there long enough, maybe into early August. So yeah, it actually gets dark at night, so I could see the northern lights. We might do it. Yeah, we'll see. Robert Schill, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Red Jaguar Travels, how is the sway with the lifted suspension? Let me tell you, it tows great. I don't know if it's the larger tires or the lifted suspension. And I have a different weight distribution hitch on it now. I have a Husky. And I thought, the Prop Ride, of course, is probably a superior product. But the Husky, I felt a little bit when a semi truck went past me on the road, and I encountered some windy weather up in Indiana and up there by Kentucky. I had some bad weather too, and for the most part, that thing was rock solid. So I'm very happy with it. Bonnie Bonham, we loved watching your videos from Washington State last week. Washington State this week is going to be still Washington. We're gonna do Mount St. Helens, and hold on a second. Amaranto Cabrera. Look, Robert, for laughs. This is the attire to enter the hospital now. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of, as I said, yeah, Amaranto. I'm kind of afraid of going into a. I've always been afraid of hospitals, but now with all this, I'm sure they're crazy in there, taking care of so many people. So yeah. You ever go to Maine, Bar Harbor, and Acadia? I went very briefly. It was that trip with the big white, truck that they rented me when they killed old Kia, and I definitely want to go back because weather wasn't perfect. It was one of those trips that I did it, but perhaps Minitini 2 could have a QR code for your YouTube channel. That would be a good idea. Oliver, okay, good to see you safe and sound. Thank you. And Bob Leach, how long did you take to do the drive during the Driving to the West extravaganza? Well, the Driving to the West trip number one was less than 2 months in total. Was like a month and a half. Driving to the West trip number two was like 2.5 months, and then the latest trip in which I went all the way to Washington State, that was 3.5 months, and that's by far the longest one. But all these trips I've done the Driving to the West part pretty quickly. It's something that I want to change in the Driving to the West in January. I might even depart in December, just so I can take, instead of I-10, I want to take US 90 and just take my time seeing different places. Juan Gabriel, or Joan Gabriel. I'm thinking Juan Gabriel. He's a Mexican singer that passed away recently. Joan Gabriel, thank you so much for that super chat. Enjoy your channel very much. Love the music and all that you do with paprika. Paprika. I bought some paprika the other day at the supermarket because I had run out. They haven't run out of paprika yet. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, right. And glad to see you from Cheryl Green. Being staying at home through the winter months. Do puzzles and crochet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, and Mai Tai, thank you so much for that super chat. Big fan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Meister Schrift, Robert, do you remember me? I remember you. Trish4112, I'm not sure, but I think you overlooked my question. I probably did. There's so many questions, and type it again. I mean, it's Louis Wagen Eingen. Robert, I wonder, do YouTubers get a bigger part of payment if people watch the whole advertisement instead of a click away after 5 seconds? I'm not exactly sure. YouTube is not very forthcoming about that. I think if you skip, I don't know. It depends how. If you skip after 5 seconds, I think I still get something, but I'm not sure. And obviously, most people skip after 5 seconds, and I'm getting paid, so obviously I'm getting something. Brian, thank you so much for that super chat. Sorry I'm late. Was cooking on the pit. Now enjoying a Cuban cohiba from our trip to Havana last year. Stay safe, everyone. All right, enjoy that cohiba. And Rebecca Hernandez, do you cook with red wine? Sorry. I have in the past cooked with actual red wine, not red cooking wine. And while I was in somewhere traveling, one time I couldn't find that Edmundo Vino Seco that I use, the dry cooking wine. I I um I bought some Marsala red cooking wine, and it was very good actually. Dustin in STL. Hi Robert. Next time in Arizona, could you show us Yuma? I've been wanting to go there. Yeah, last time I was in Yuma, I just drove through there. So yeah, definitely. From Bob Leach, does it bother you that people recognize and worship? No, not really. Um, Andy Barley, do you remember what motor you have in your Colorado? It's a 3.6 liter V6. That's all I remember about it. It's a 3.66 liter V6 with an 8-speed transmission. Marianne Roy, I've been to Maine, Acadia, Camping Beautiful. Have to visit. Marianne from MA, and definitely. Sorry, do you miss being unrecognized? How can you go anywhere without people wanting to follow you around? And for the most part, I mean, people are polite, and they not many people recognize me, believe it or not. Unless I am like at an RV show. The RV show is different. That's like it's understandable. But and at campgrounds once in a while, it doesn't really bother me at all. Actually, I kind of like it. And most people are, they are polite, and they are not like stalkers or anything like that. So it's cool. It's cool. Tim Cannerday, thank you so much for that super chat. Hi Robert, please show us how to make Cuban coffee one day. I have a video. If you search on YouTube, Traveling Robert Cuban Coffee, it's an old video, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I have to make an updated one for sure. Okay, let me go through some of these earlier messages here. Yes, Dylan, definitely 6 month road. I don't know if I'm gonna be 6 months away. My mom is still here in Miami, so I don't want to be away for that long. But 3-4 months, I'll do for sure. Mo S. Traveling Robert, have you ever thought about heading up to Albany, New York? Definitely. I want to go up to upstate New York. I want to see Albany, Rochester, Buffalo, and the American side of Niagara Falls, and the Finger Lakes and the Adirondacks. There's a lot to see up there, and I want to see it all. Maybe not all in one trip, as you know. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. Yeah, it's like the Red Cross flag, but the reverse colors. I can't wait to go to Switzerland one day. I would really love to see the Alps. Hold that thought. Let me grab a beer. It's gonna be a long night here at Pelican headquarters. How many of you? It's 587 watching, and we peaked at some time at 618 or so. This is a great. So you guys are such a great group of people. I feel like really very blessed. To have you guys here. Luis Kaya, I never can believe I find it so funny when the places you visit are closed. Thanks for a realistic view of America. I'm from England. No, thank you. And the Daisy's in Brazil. Hello there. And let me get Papa Drew. Okay, Papa Drew is Linda Barker. Jim, do you think my tow vehicle could handle the load? Well, you have a semi truck, of course it could. And could you do the start jump in midair in honor of Matt RV Reviews channel? I don't know. I don't know if I'm that Jesse Morales. Maybe we are like far relatives, huh? What kind of drone do you have? I have the DJI Mavic Pro. John Chucker. Hello, Robert. This is John Chucker from Waterbury, Kentucky. I made a pizza in your honor. And I made a 3 meat pizza. Actually, I'm going to have to go soon because we ordered a takeout and it just arrived. So I gotta get something to eat before I jump on Papa Drew's channel tonight. So I'm gonna sing you a song and we're gonna start wrapping it up here. All 606 of you, that's mind-boggling. Linda Barker, top of my tank on February 26th, still have more than 5/8. Yeah, right now, the gas is like under $2 and now we have nowhere to go. That's kind of, if there's not an irony somewhere in there, I don't know where it is. Alfredo Sanchez, I'm about to purchase a 22 travel trailer, but I noticed it has one axle. And I would definitely recommend having 2 axles for safety, for stability, for everything, yes. I have no idea what I'm going to do for Easter. Have you driven a Ford 3.5 EcoBoost? A lot of power, something to think about for your next truck. I drove a 250. An F-250, and it took that ethanol gas, flex fuel. I mean, power-wise was amazing. It just was so big that the turning radius, I want to be able to make U-turns. So that's a good thing. That's my thing. So everybody, let's. I'm gonna start wrapping this up. It's been so. Find the dimmer switch from Lisa. No, the dimmer switch for the dashboard doesn't dim it when the headlights are turned off. So yeah. Peter Grimshaw, where are you? I googled Pelican headquarters and they showed me a prison in California. No, we're actually on the opposite side of the country in hot Miami, Florida. Song idea, cheap gas and nowhere to go. I know, right? Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, William Irizarry. And yes, going to eat my Pollo Tropical. Can you believe that I have one in PSI? Pollo Tropical. Get me some. Get me a 2-piece with the rice and beans, man. And I'll be there in a few. Barb F. Gabby said Journey will be walking the next time you see her, which will probably be maybe this fall. We'll see, man. Everything is up in the air right now. I hope we can travel soon and travel to Ohio, travel to the Midwest, Alaska. Keeping my fingers crossed. But let me tell you something. Alaska ain't looking good, but I'm gonna try to think positive and usually bring good vibes. That law of attraction or whatever it's called, and maybe we'll and stay tuned. I'm gonna announce it either here or in Facebook somewhere. If I decide tomorrow to do that, I'm gonna do like a 1 hour and a half concert on my other channel. If anything, check it out. Subscribe. It's just called Robert Morales. Is my name. It has my same picture, and you can watch some of my older videos singing and all that. So at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm gonna be on the Papa Drew's channel. He wants me to say jokes. I don't know any jokes, but we'll figure something out. Everybody sing along. 'Cause I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay indoors, and we'll see you next week from our social distancing location here at Pelican headquarters in Miami, Florida. Once again, have a great weekend, and see you hopefully soon on the road.